Hey, how's everyone doing? We are back with another Asmongold reaction video. This one is called Hollywood Never Learns. Like I said in my last video, I said I was going to react to his point of view on what he thinks about the whole Supergirl situation. So let's see what he has to say. Let's jump right into it. And like always, I thank you guys for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I did see those. It really means a lot to me. It made me smile, and I started laughing because I appreciate it. You know, it made me feel good knowing that people out there are wishing me a happy birthday. It really means a lot. God bless all of you.
You know, I once drank a shot glass full of chili sauce for a bet on a night out, and the resulting explosive ejection of liquid fire from my body the next morning
Facts. That's why I try to avoid spicy food.
was enough to have me praying to the gods of chaos themselves, anything to release me from the torment. But you know what? That was still more fun than watching Supergirl, partly because I won the bet, so at least I made some money out of it, but mostly because at least it was over quickly. Supergirl, on the other hand, stretched out into almost 2 hours of abject misery and boredom, and by golly do you feel it.
You guys know what other movie was boring and pushed feminine propaganda and made me hate the actress for playing that role? Captain Marvel.
I was gonna say you feel
Such
it
a
by the
boring
end,
movie.
but who am I
Such a
kidding?
bad
I was
movie.
feeling it after like 20 minutes.
I hate this. It is revolting.
Is it really that
Supergirl
bad?
is everything we all feared it would be.
Holy
and
shit.
more. So much more. A cringy, cliched, tedious mess of dull, lifeless action scenes that we've seen a million times before.
Isn't that the same thing Superman
That
did?
fucking face, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said in my previous video, I don't know what people find attractive because she's ugly. I'm just keeping it real.
What?
She is not attractive. I don't know why people
Jesus.
find her attractive.
One-dimensional characters with nothing even resembling arcs. The kind of safe, edgy humor that's become the hallmark of these factory-produced superhero flicks. All the usual played-out James Gunnisms that ran their course like half a decade ago. Cinematography that looks like someone smeared the results of my chili sauce shot all over the camera lens. And a protagonist who's about as likable and empathetic as a British politician. In short, Supergirl is a fucking disaster.
Also, I
The
found
wrong
out-
movie at the wrong time, based
She's
on
not
the
British.
wrong source
She's from
material,
Australia.
made by the
The
wrong
same
people,
shit.
and starring the wrong actress. But we'll talk
So it just sucks. Okay, he just hates it.
more about that later.
Oh my god.
Believe that. Anyway, fuck it, let's
Uh-huh.
just do the plot. So a series of flashbacks explain how Kara's father separated a chunk of Krypton called Argo City from the rest of the planet when it got destroyed.
Yeah.
But oh no, it also released kryptonite, or something, and everyone's slowly dying of radiation poisoning, so her parents send her and her dog Krypto off to Earth to meet up with Clark.
I
But
guess.
she's like, nah, I'm too cool for you, and spends most of her time dicking around on planets.
Makes sense. I mean, she was pushing the fact that she doesn't care about what men think and that women are better than men. Yeah. So if it's the plot,
With red
why she
suns
wouldn't
so that she
ask
could
for
get
help
drunk
from
and party
Superman.
and look like the kind of girl you'd find passed out in a pool of her own vomit round the back of a nightclub on a Sunday.
So a boss girl that goes partying out every weekend.
Jesus, man. Tell us how you really feel.
Like, I don't understand why women think that that's the life they want to live. Like, I spoke on this last video I recorded about this. Like, feminism is just brainwashing these women. Like, they're pushing these women to live this type of lifestyle where, you know, every weekend they should go out and drink and live their best life and, you know, sleep around with plenty of men because they're young and they shouldn't have kids till they're 30, 35, and they should focus on their business. Like Myron Gaines said, they have this shit all backwards, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be the ones single and miserable. So sucks for them. We're trying to help, but they
morning.
Oh
won't
my
listen.
God.
Wow, what's an inspirational character.
They don't
Can't
want to
wait
hear the
see more of
mansplaining.
this. So we pick up with Kara celebrating her 23rd birthday by, you guessed it, getting drunk and partying.
Wow.
That's
Yep,
when she
like
meets
every
up with
woman
Ruthie, who's out
nowadays.
to kill some dickhead named Krem in revenge for murdering her family. But Kara's like, nah, it'll be fine. But it turns out it won't be fine when Krem himself shows up and steals Kara's ship and shoots Crypto with a poison dart that'll kill him in 3 days if he doesn't get an antidote.
For real. That's the plot of the movie. She did all of this to save a dog. It's like real life, honestly. Because these women will treat their dogs like their kids because they don't want to have kids. That's crazy. Perfect plot for this type of movie.
Oh my God. Is this real? Like, there's no way, right?
Whoa, that was lucky, wasn't it? Lucky the antagonist of the movie just happens to show up right after he's been mentioned. Lucky that he shoots Crypto with a slow-acting poison instead of just vaporizing him or something.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just kill the dog or take the dog with you? Or, I mean, why?
Lucky this all creates the perfect setup for our reluctant hero to join forces with young, strong female character.
Right.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so off they go to track down Krem and his gang of Mad Max rejects, and then Lobo shows up for like 5 minutes to give Jason Momoa something to do. Then they accidentally get an innocent family killed, and Kara gets sick from the green sun on this planet, but then she gets better, and there's a big fight where she stops Ruthie from killing Krem because revenge is bad or something, but then she kills him anyway because she's not your typical superhero, and then she saves Crypto and goes back to Earth because she's decided it's finally worth her attention.
It sounds like the plot of The Last of Us 2, if you guys have played that game. Except Abby doesn't die in the end. Ellie just lets her walk away freely after killing Joel. Yeah, so stupid.
Really? Real? Oh my God! This is this is what they say whenever they're talking about goy slop.
And that's it. That's the plot for Supergirl.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Now, I'd be lying if I said I went into this movie expecting great things from it, but I've got
Nobody
to admit,
was.
I was surprised. And the thing that surprised me most was how fucking shit the writing was.
Yeah?
I mean, the
that really
dialogue is
surprising?
exactly what you'd expect from something like this. The usual mix of trite one-liners, desperate attempts at edginess, the kind of cringe meta humor that can only come from millennial Hollywood right.
Yep, that's what I just knew from that scene with the fucking dog taking the counter or whatever and she dropping her drink and her partying. Yeah, I already knew it was a millennial slap. I'm sadly a millennial. I'm at the very cutoff, at the very end of the millennials. I was born in 95, so it sucks. It really does. I hate millennials. I've said this before. They ruined everything. I apologize on behalf of all millennials. I apologize that they ruined society with all of their virtue signaling, all of their gay propaganda, all of their basically everything. They ruined everything.
And of course, those...
I'm so glad that he's calling it out too. Millennial Hollywood writers.
Yep.
wacky Marvel quips.
Movies were a lot better back then. Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, Rush Hour, Tropic Thunder. All of those movies were so good. And then they all went down to shit once millennials came in and started working in Hollywood.
It's all par for the course in 2026, but it's the story that really lets this movie down. The plot is nothing but a series of and then coincidences, all strung together with the most flimsy justifications. The
Nowadays,
characters
everything has to
themselves
be
are just
gay
along for the
and
ride.
feminism.
Major events take place and people show up for no other reason than to make the rest of the plot happen. Kara gets sick and weak when she's exposed to a green sun in the second act low point, but then she just gets better when a yellow sun helpfully comes out. There's no particular trial she has to go through, no lessons learned, no difficult.
Do you remember what I said before about this is the reason why they're unable to write good female characters? Is because they're unable to give female characters any sort of genuine observable flaws because they don't want to portray women as being problematic or weak or bad.
Yeah.
So this is what happens.
Basically, with the whole Snow White situation, how they didn't want to be saved by the prince because women are independent and strong and they don't need a man.
Is that you have all of these different, movies.
But then you see movies with men and they lose a dog. John Wick, for example, and then he just kills everyone because that dog meant a lot to him. Or you have movies like, I'm trying to think of another good example. I guess what's that movie called? Where they take his daughter. I think it's called Taken, and he goes and has to go rescue her. There's movies like that where men struggle, like Pursuit of Happiness, stuff like that. Like men actually have to go through struggles and like learn from their lessons, and there's a whole lesson behind the movie and them, improving, becoming better men. But yeah, with women, they're just overpowered. They don't need help from anyone, which is stupid.
Where they're unable to make a compelling or an interesting female character because they don't want to make the female character
like one of the
problematic
saddest moments
or
in
weak
video
or
games was
anything
when
like
Dom
that. There's no
died.
hero's journey.
And Marcus
Choices
Phoenix
to make.
was
There's no
The plot
character
says that
arc.
it's time
Depressed.
for his final battle
'cause he
so
lost
it
his brother in
happens.
arms.
Lobo shows up out of nowhere for like 5 minutes because he looks cool and the script needed some fan service and everyone likes Jason Momoa. And he does exactly what he always does, plays Jason Momoa. Honestly though, you could cut him right out of this movie and everything would play out exactly the same. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that the bulk of his scenes were added in post-production.
So they just had him go in there and just do a few dumb things and are like, oh, guys will like this. Maybe it'll get guys to actually watch this movie then.
That's fucking dumb. No, I wasn't gonna watch the movie regardless.
Zombieland is a good example of what they need to do. Well, yeah, and I think that generally, like, what happens is that these movies, like, I have to say it, is that superhero movies post Endgame are goy slop.
Yeah.
They absolutely.
I stopped watching superhero movies after that. They haven't been the same. Like the old superhero movies were so good, so much better. Like Spider-Man 1 and 2, especially 2, favorite Spider-Man movie ever. Like I like seeing men having to go through struggle and losing because that's something through struggle and loss, like losing someone. Because that's stuff that us men go through, or men being depressed. Like I said in my prior video, men relate to comic books more because comic books were meant for men. Superheroes were meant for men. That's why Batman loses his parents and he becomes a vigilante. Like, it's all about men's struggles. But then women came in and they wanted to take over our spaces, not just in comic books, but in video games and all these other things that were meant for men, but equality.
We are goy
They
slop.
ruined it all.
Like some of the original ones were really good, but now they are just garbage. They're all so
The
bad.
CGI is
Ape
so
shit,
trash.
They are.
It's just a generic bad guy who does bad stuff because, fuck it, who even cares? He's just
Nobody
there to give
gives
the
a
rest
shit.
of the characters something to do. There's no real substance to him, no big overarching plan or hidden justification for what he's doing. He's just a space pirate crossed with Mad Max. His death means nothing because his life meant nothing either. Jesus, who wrote this shit? Oh yeah,
The Hangover movies were good too.
Anna Noguera, a former TV actress whose writing credits amount to fuck all. I mean, literally, the only thing I could find about her was We Win.
Wait, so she wrote Supergirl and she only had one other thing that she had.
Okay, that's why it failed. See? I didn't know it was a woman that wrote the story. I thought it was a man. Like a soy boy man. Was I wrong?
Wrote previously, and it was in 2018. Is this real?
DEI
A micro-budget
director.
short film from 8 years ago about a couple's
It was a
relationship
short
that
film, too?
unravels during a game of Mafia.
What?
Oh yeah, that totally justifies putting her in charge of a
That's so
$200 million
crazy.
superhero blockbuster. You're
DEI
seriously
director.
telling me you couldn't find anyone better qualified?
Yeah, so you know DEI did not benefit black people. I'm not saying it didn't, but it didn't benefit minorities. It didn't benefit any of us. It mostly benefited the white woman.
For this job than a failed actress who aged out of the industry
Women in
with
general,
precisely
but mostly
one
white women.
screenwriting credit to her name? Fuck off, James Gunn. Honestly, I'm
Why would you do that?
surprised you didn't cast your own wife in this just so you could watch her get railed by Lobo. Then there's Kara.
This story was based on a comic book? Well, yeah, but you have to be able to adapt it in a way that makes sense, right? I feel like that's kind of how you're supposed to do things.
herself, who's apparently based on the not particularly popular
Wait, so
Tom King run of comic books.
the comic book, the dog is poisoned and stuff? Oh, I guess so. I mean, she's holding the dog right there. Man, that chick is ugly.
Which helpfully ignore
She looks
half
like
a
a man.
century of character development to paint Kara as a cringy punk rock anti-hero.
I hate this.
I mean, I
Supergirl
can't
was
say I'm
supposed to be an
surprised, to be
anti-hero?
honest.
What?
That little cameo she got at the end of Superman already told us what kind of an annoying arsehole she was gonna
Yeah.
be.
Thanks for watching him, bitch!
Yeah, I forgot about
I
that scene.
hate
I forgot
so
about
much
that.
about the things that you choose to be.
Not since
And that is
Like, women just disrespect men. No matter, like, whenever they get the chance to disrespect you, they'll disrespect you. I forgot that was even a scene in the movie. It just shows that women hate men. That's how women are in real life too. They think they can just get away with disrespecting us. They have no respect for us whatsoever. But the moment you disrespect them, you're the bad
is
person.
so accurate, because really the reason why I think people dislike this so much is that we all probably know at least one Foyd in our lives
That's like
that
that.
thinks that she's the main character and that her life is a movie and that behaves this way in real life, and it's so insufferable and annoying.
It is.
And now you have to watch it in a movie.
No one wants to watch that shit.
I don't like it. I don't think a lot of people do.
the Marvels have I liked a main character less than this
Try
one.
10?
There's this weird
Yeah.
feeling of mild desperation throughout the whole movie where they're trying so hard not to make her a Mary Sue that she just comes across as an annoying bitch who doesn't care about anything or anyone but herself.
Like Captain Marvel. She was a bitch in that movie too. She thought she was better than everyone. And then Endgame comes and she gets fucked. All of that hype for nothing. Stupid dyke.
You know the
Oh, I guess it must have been a self-insert.
kind of girl who flips the bird with a mildly pissed off expression in every single picture she ever takes because she really needs you to know how much cooler she is than you? Well, that's basically Kara in this movie. It's horseshoe theory projected onto characterization where going far enough away from something ends up looping you right back to where you started. An insufferable arsehole. They're trying so hard to paint her as this jaded, cynical, world-weary pragmatist who's tried and failed to be a hero and just wants to be left alone now, but it doesn't fucking work because she's like 23 years old. This is the
Yeah, you can't do that for a young female character because obviously they're not going to have the same experience as
Yeah, she
somebody-
hasn't lived
like the
life.
reason why that works for a Jason Statham movie is because Jason Statham is like 50 years old. So like it makes sense that, you know, or like John Wick, you know, he's like 50 years old. So it makes sense that that's what's happening. But like you can't go and do this for, you know, some random young girl. It's another goy flop.
Yeah.
kind
She
of
hasn't
thing
even
you
lived
do with a
life.
50-year-old
She
man,
has- she
not
knows
some
nothing
young
about
girl who's
struggle.
just
I don't know.
How
That's the thing.
about that?
I literally said this in the beginning of the movie. I mentioned John Wick. I mentioned Gears of War. Pursuit of Happiness. Um, Goodwill Hunting, I think is the name of the movie, the Robin Williams movie. Like those are like good movies because it talks about struggle and issues in life.
Starting out. Like,
How
the
about
fuck can you
that?
have a life of regrets when you've barely even lived a life to begin with? If they
Yeah.
had to do some kind of anti-hero arc with her, they should have made her this rebellious, energetic, loose cannon who acts first and thinks later, convinced that she can help everyone, only to discover real life is more complicated than
They're
just
not going to do that. They would never do that because it would make her look stupid
Weak.
and it could
Yep.
overlap with existing female negative stereotypes. So they would never do that. And that's the problem with a lot of this media, is that the media is written inside of the context of existing stereotypes and cultural norms. So, like, they're never going to make a woman look weak or stupid
Yep.
or anything like that. Anything
Because only men are stupid and only men are bad.
that could make it look like a woman is inferior
Women
to a
can't do
man.
anything wrong.
A lot of stereotypes exist for a reason. Yeah, of course they do.
punching the bad guy.
True.
You have to show us the fall so that we can cheer for the rise. Ultimately, for all the hype and controversy swirling around it, Supergirl is nothing but a depressingly bleak, horrible-looking, uninspired, generic superhero movie whose only USP turns out to be its biggest weakness. Yes, young women really can be messy, self-absorbed failures, but here's
Wait, young women can be messy, self-absorbed failures? I need a movie to tell me that? That's crazy.
the thing this movie doesn't really get. They probably shouldn't. It's a movie that no one seemed particularly excited for, pushing a character no one cares about in a cinematic universe that's barely started but already seems to be in its death throes. And well, Supergirl is nothing but another nail in the coffin.
Man.
Good.
Anyway, that's all I've got for
Hollywood
today.
does not listen.
Go away now.
I'll tell you this, that this is a good video. Make sure to give it a like. This is, I watch Critical Drinker videos all the time. I think they're really, really good. And I feel like in general, like, it's so obnoxious and annoying. It's the same fem slop that we got with Captain Marvel. It is.
What
and
did
it's
I say?
always the same. You're always going to get the same
Oh, man.
annoying, fucking repetitive garbage. And I don't think they're ever going to make a good character like this that's good.
Nope.
Like Brett said, Snow White 2.0. This isn't like Snow White.
You know who was a good character? Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Verse movies. Because she is actually afraid to date Miles Morales because in every universe Gwen Stacy dates Spider-Man, things go wrong. Gwen Stacy ends up dying. Why can't all female characters be like Gwen Stacy? It'd be a better story.
Because nobody cares about
I'm
Supergirl
just being
to begin
honest.
with. A lot of people care about Snow White because it was a really popular, like animated
Gwen
film.
Stacy in that
But
movie has
Supergirl,
struggles
it's just
too.
like random, and who cares what's going on
And she
with
gets
any
saved
of this,
by
right? It doesn't matter.
Spider-Man.
And
Like there's
what
nothing
is
wrong
this?
with
And
that.
once you notice this, you want to go back in any movie. Disclosure Day does this too. Yeah, first Disney princess. It's like a big thing. But like Supergirl is always just like, what if Superman was a girl, right? Superman, Supergirl. Wow, that's amazing. Like She-Hulk. Like they're not even in a lot of these cases. Like I know that the characters were like developed more later on, but like they're not even really their own character. They're basically just like, what
Copy
if
and
the male
paste.
character was
Yeah.
a girl? And I don't think anybody gives a shit about that. Like it doesn't even matter. Check White House Twitter. Or do you want me to look at again? Do you
Just
want
like
me to
the
see
WNBA.
The fucking, where was it? The,
No one gives a fuck about
them
the
making some
WNBA.
post about, I don't even know what this is. Some post about, Destiny. I already saw that before. People did this to the Tom King comic. This killed their comic franchise. Maybe they will if she's hot, which historically she was depicted as super hot. Yeah, I mean, I think that again. I feel like the actress. I mean, she's attractive, but I would say like Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman for the first movie. I mean, she was really, really hot. And so that's the way I see it.
I don't find her attractive. But I mean, to each their own, right? Well, what do you guys think about the Supergirl movie? Are you guys gonna go watch it? Because I'm not. I'm gonna skip on it. Hard pass. Hard pass. I still don't understand how my friend gave it a 8 out of 10. Crazy. That's so wild. I gave Backrooms a 8 out of 10. And Backrooms is miles better than this movie. I don't even have to watch this movie. I just knew it was gonna be a bad movie from when I saw the previews. Yeah. So hey, my friend is brainwashed. He's probably a feminist. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Only if you enjoy my content. I'm not forcing you guys to. And like I said, thank you guys for the birthday wishes and for the new subscribers. Welcome. I really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. I can't believe I'm at 67 subscribers now. I was just at 63 earlier today and I gained another 4. It's crazy how fast I'm growing. But I think I'm growing more on my shorts. Which isn't anything wrong with that, but I need my long videos, my long form videos to do better. Maybe I should start doing some thumbnails, huh? We'll see, we'll see. I need to invest on Photoshop. Like always, God bless all of you and God bless America. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.